He's going to have a big night tonight. The Lakers are going to win Game 5 and 6, and Phoenix carry the hell on.
You know, it's one thing to lose a game, but to be embarrassed like this on the road, down 30 in the first half.
And now he's down. So now the question is, can LeBron James carry them without AD? And the answer is no, because the Suns are a really good team.
Yeah, but the answer is yes, and you're going to see it in Game 5.
Player on this team with the Phoenix Suns is, there goes LeBron walking off the floor with 5.
I don't think they need Anthony Davis to beat the Suns.
Give credit to the Suns, as you said 11 years ago.
You know we're going to win. You know we're going to win Thursday, tomorrow, right? You know that, Skip, right?
And here comes Chris Paul. And the Phoenix Suns will give it to Booker with a drive and a season high of 47.
And give credit to this Suns team.
All right, guys, welcome back to More Ignorance in Basketball. Now, I'm just going to let that intro speak for itself. I could spend 3 hours trashing these NBA analysts for the constant disrespect. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. We've been hearing it really all year. Nobody's believed in this team except for this cult, and that's fine. Honestly, I will be doing that, and I'll be doing it tonight on Twitch. I'm going in on these clowns. They must pay for their crimes. Okay, new cult goal. We have a couple goals for this cult. One, we have to grow the cult because I'm sick and tired of these clown ass quote unquote specialists, these gods that they call themselves, these analysts, constantly just making terrible picks based off of emotion. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And then when they're wrong, they just blame the players. I'm sick of it, and I'm not letting it slide. We have to become big enough where they cannot ignore us anymore. We need to be on our Kwame Brown type shit. So go follow the Twitch because we're going crazy tonight on that. The Instagram is right here so you know when I'm going live. And also, because this is a cult, if you want the official cult t-shirt, the link for that is in the description. We have the best merch. I don't even like to say merch because YouTube merch is cringy, but we have the best cult attire in the game. But enough with the announcements. Let's get into the video. Obviously, last night was a very emotional day for the cult. On Discord, we were going crazy. We were all nervous. My fucking hands were sweaty. Everybody was sweating from all orifices. Our fucking hearts were in our stomach. And it really only took about 2 minutes. Not even that. I think when Jay Crowder hit his first three, we were like, okay, thank God. What was that, like 15 seconds into the game? Suns won the tip. Crowder hits a three. It was muy bien. Now, there were ups and downs throughout the game, obviously, but for the most part, this game was over in, the first quarter? And, man, I'm so fucking proud of the way this team came out because they could have folded. Everyone talked about how young this team is. They ain't got no experience. Lakers in 5. Fucking idiots, but whatever. We'll handle that tonight on Twitch. They could have folded tonight, especially when the Lakers went on that run. But, you know, they could have held out for Game 7. Oh, it's a road game. Playing against the quote-unquote champions. Chris Paul's obviously still fucking injured. But no, this team has heart. They showed up. And Devin Booker, I mean, he was a man amongst boys the other night. He was fucking incredible. I don't even need to say anything. What did he hit? His first 6 threes, 22, 23 in the first quarter. He was fucking excellent. 11 rebounds. And I got to give him a shout out for his fucking defense because when LeBron was going crazy, just putting his fucking head down and driving to the rim, he ISO'd Booker a couple times, and Booker actually locked him down a couple times. This man is 6'5". I don't know how much the motherfucker weighs, but we know it's nowhere near LeBron. LeBron is goddamn 6'9", 375 pounds. It was ridiculous. So, Booker, you already had my utmost respect, but you were fucking great. 8 of 10 from 3. According to Skip Bayless, the dog himself, you can't shoot threes, so I think you proved his stupid ass wrong. It was a great fucking performance, but a lot of people showed up, And the thing that I really loved about this game is that even though not everybody necessarily shot well, Chris Paul 4 of 12, I think Mikal was like 1 of 6 from 3, every single fucking player that stepped foot on the court, obviously in a Suns uniform, the Lakers suck dick, but everybody that stepped foot on the floor had a big moment. Frank Kaminsky had a block. I think we almost had a damn heart attack on Discord. Frank Kaminsky had the block. Mikal had the big shot, the big three at the end. Cameron Johnson hit some big shots and ripped fucking LeBron. And I was like, please stop putting Cameron Johnson on LeBron, because every time he does, LeBron just gets 10 years younger. I don't know if he's stealing his youth like these rich white women in Beverly Hills. I don't know what he was doing, but Cam Johnson showed up huge late. Like I said, obviously Chris Paul didn't shoot well, but he really came through in the fourth, hitting 2 big shots, setting guys like Crowder up. Crowder was just phenomenal, hitting big shot after big shot. The block on LeBron, he was great. Everybody was great. Cameron Payne was huge. He had some really big drives where he got fouled. He set up Booker for a couple assists. He had a big 3. Every single person in the Suns uniform had at least one huge moment, and it was just a magical night, especially with Booker going off the way he did. All this shit he's been getting all fucking season. It's been disgusting the way that these media folk talk, but it is what it is. We all know in this cult that they are garbage. Let's continue, because there's a lot of other things that I saw. So I noticed that they started Marc Gasol. I guess my guess is that they wanted to get Drummond out of the lane, give LeBron a lane to drive in. Guess what, bitch? It didn't work, because Marc Gasol is old and fat. And the Suns just ISO'd him every single chance they could. And it worked, because like I said, he's old and fat, which means he's slow. So I was expecting Cam Payne to just go off the same way he has been all series. Like I said, he was kind of off today, but at least he had the heart to keep driving in and taking big shots. So I give this man his credit. Also, playing AD. I don't know really why they did that. Clearly, the dude was injured as hell. Maybe they just kind of wanted to give him an out, like, hey, we'll put you in the game quickly, see if you can go, so you just don't really look like a bitch who folded in this Game 6. That's my only guess, but, I mean, watching him warm up, you could tell it's not like he's going to play major minutes, so it is what it is. But, hey, I'm not a member of the Lakers organization, and their problems are not my problems. Another thing I noticed early on is the Lakers just look lost defensively. Like, Booker was getting easy shots, which is ridiculous. You know he's our best perimeter player, especially with Chris Paul hobbled. And it looked like they just look confused. Like, Marc Gasol looked lost on a couple plays. KCP looked lost on a couple plays. I don't know what that was all about, because these analysts just kept telling me that the Lakers were the best defensive team in the league. So that's what I was hearing. But I gotta be honest, didn't see that at all, especially early in the game. They looked dazed and confused. The Suns were definitely the scrappier team. Their defensive intensity was great. Pretty much every quarter except a little bit in the third. I think what led to that run that the Lakers made was they just weren't really guarding LeBron in transition. That's something I talked about in my older videos. Like, do not let this motherfucker get into transition. Even if he doesn't have the ball in his hands, just put a body on him early and don't let him get into a dead sprint, because who the hell is going to want to have to guard LeBron when he's running 35 miles an hour? Not me, I can tell you that right now. But honestly, guys, this was just a fucking great game. Like, shout out to Booker, shout out to Crowder, and like I said, every single person had a big moment. Everybody. Craig was great defensively. Ayton was just amazing all fucking series. The best big on the floor by far. It was great. This was a fucking amazing game. And another thing that pisses me off is that nobody's giving the Suns any credit. They're just shitting on LeBron, talking about his future. I get it. It's a business. Go fuck yourself. But it's fine. Now let's get into the numbers, because as you know, that is how we end the videos in this cult. So like I said, we had Frank Kaminsky, 7 minutes. He actually scored this game, 2 points. He had 4 assists, 3 boards. That's pretty fucking good for him. 3 boards and 4 assists in 7 minutes. Booker played 46 minutes. I mean, with Chris Paul hobbled and he left, it looked like he injured his shoulder again. We were fucking worried, but he came back, so that was muy bien. But yeah, he couldn't get a fucking break all game. He literally played every minute except for 2. 15 of 22 from the field, 8 of 10 for 3, 47 points, 3 assists, and 11 boards. He played good defense. It's like, I don't know what more you could ask for this motherfucker. He played his ass off. Craig, 11 minutes, 1 of 3 from the field. He had 4 boards, 3 points. His defense was good on LeBron. I think him and Crowder are definitely our best LeBron defenders. But hey, we don't have to worry about that shit anymore. Bye, bitch. Mikal Bridges, 35 minutes, 4 of 10 from the field. But like I said, he was only 1 of 6 from 3, but he definitely hit the biggest one. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Another thing I want to say is I think guys like Craig and Bridges will have much better series against the Nuggets because their defense is nowhere near what this Lakers defense is. But hey, I don't have a crystal ball. We shall see. Cameron Payne, like I said, rough night, but this motherfucker has more heart than anyone I've ever seen. 23 minutes, 1 of 8 from the field. He was 1 of 3 from 3. Finished with 7 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound. Jay Crowder, huge. Fucking huge for us. 6 of 9 from 3. All his shots were threes. 18 points, 8 boards. His defense on LeBron was great. Like I said, he had that block. And he tied him up for the jump ball. I mean, like, he was fucking phenomenal. Cameron Johnson, all his shots were threes. He hit 2 out of his 3 threes. I remember he did get fouled, too. He got that hard foul from the fucking creepy-ass Morris twin, who still is not his own person. It's weird. Please get a personality, you freak. But he finished with 10 points, 2 assists, 4 boards. Chris Paul, 4 of 12. Like, it's not like he was great, you know what I mean? He definitely helped with his leadership, and he had 12 assists. But when he gets healthy, this team is going to be on a completely different level. But he finished with 8 points, 12 assists, and 2 boards. And last but certainly not least, we had Ayton. Again, not an amazing game. I think because Marcus Gasol, obviously spent so much time at the three-point line, and they didn't really play a zone. It was kind of hard for Ayton to get into the game. That's something I'm kind of worried about with Jokic, but we'll see. He finished with 8 points, 1 assist, and 3 boards. I mean, but this series, Ayton was fucking amazing. He showed up every single game. And I give this man a lot of props because consistency with him is something that this cult has obviously been worried about. But he showed up. All right, now let's see the actual game stats because I have yet to look at them. So, yeah, this is more like it. This is more like Phoenix Suns type of basketball, you know what I mean? 51% from the field, 51% from 3. Crazy. Like, this was the first game that the Suns shot really well from 3. And Mikal was still 1 for 6. CP3 obviously didn't make one. I think it was like 0 for 3. But the difference is, like I said in the last video, nobody had gotten hot all series, and Booker was hot. I mean, when you hit 8 out of your 10 threes, that helps the entire three-point percentage. So it was fucking amazing. 51% from 3, 95% from the free throw line, which is huge in the playoffs. It's amazing that we have a center that can actually make fucking free throws. In close games, that shit is crucial. And the Suns out-rebounded the Lakers. That was huge, too, because the Lakers did go on that run, and they needed all the points they could get. So 42 to 35 on the rebounding, 24 assists. That's like a little below their average, but, when Booker's going off like that, who gives a shit? 9 blocks compared to the Lakers' 3. I was told they're the better defensive team, but okay. 5 steals, 12 turnovers, which is about their average, maybe 1 or 2 more. Points in the paint, 26 to 56. That's why the game was close. Especially in that third. LeBron just went fucking crazy. And then 17 fouls to 20 fouls. So, I mean, I can't even put into words how proud of this team I was. Everybody fucking counted them out, as you could see at the beginning of this video. These analysts are so full of shit, they piss me off. And I will be lighting them up like a goddamn Christmas tree on Twitch tonight at 7, so go check that out. I will be making a video about the series overall, and then I'll be making a video about the Nuggets, so look out for that. And that's all I got. Peace.